Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to Madam Chair's YouTube channel. Today, let's get ready to go through answers for P5 grammar worksheet number 1. Please make sure you have a red pen for you to mark your answers, a green pen for you to do your corrections, a highlighter for you to highlight important keywords, and then last but not least, you will need to have a blue or black pen as well for you to write down notes. So if you do not happen to have a red pen, it's okay. You may just use your black or your blue pen to mark your answers, but just make sure that everything is neat and tidy. When you're marking your answers, please make sure that the ticks or the crosses, they are not so big, right? Just a small little tick or cross that is about 1.5 centimeters across, that would be fine. All right, so without further ado, let's start to go through the answers now. Oh yes, there's one thing I need to just tell you, that if you're watching as a P5 F student, last week we already went through the first 4 questions, so you may you may skip this front part of the video where I go through the first 4 questions. Then I will just need to trouble you to see where question 5 starts from in this video. All right, so let's go through question number 1 now. Also, one note, one thing that I need to inform everyone: when I'm using this way to make my video, my handwriting is not going to be very neat, so sorry about that, but I will really try my best to make sure that my annotations and my highlighting is as neat as possible. Okay, let's start question 1 now. Last year, I will need to highlight this because it is past tense. The rise in the number of children with myopia means short-sightedness, and this rise in the number, I'm going to highlight that as well. Blank, a matter of concern. So in this question number 1, I do see I have options is, was, were, and because last year it tells me that it is in past tense, it is a past tense question, I am not going to consider number 1. So let me try to see whether am I neat or not using my mouse to write. So I'm going to cancel out 1. So just remember that for MCQ questions, be it in grammar or perhaps say in vocabulary, you can actually use elimination for you to help you to get rid or to eliminate in very impossible answers. All right, so options number 1 and 2 are definitely not correct. So I'm going to look at question options 3 and 4. So was or were, and because of the word rise over here, it is not countable, so it's going to be answer number 3. So was a matter of concern, because it is I'm talking about rice, and it is not countable in a way. For question number 2, Mary as well as her brothers blank how to play the violin well. For question number 2, you will have to highlight definitely Mary, this word, this subject over here, Mary. For this question, we are only looking at Mary. We do not look at as well as the brothers, and we actually call this extra information that we don't need to identify Mary. So I'm going to use my blue pen, and I'm going to cancel this away, and I will just write extra information above as well as the brothers. I'm not going to write because I'm just using a mouse over here, and it's pretty difficult for me to write neatly. So I would like to just tell everybody that whenever you see something like this that has the extra information that is enclosed within 2 commas like this is extra information that is not needed to identify Mary, the main subject in this question. So that's why we call it extra information. And so over here, there's no past tense evidence at all. And I do see the options. None of it says new. So I'm not going to consider past tense at all. And Mary is only one person. So it's going to be a singular subject-verb agreement answer. So the answer must be number 2, knows how to play the violin well. All right, so answers for the first 2 questions, they are 3 and 2 respectively. So now let's move on to the next slide. Question number 3, his uncle, like mine, always blank reading for pleasure every night. So like if you still remember what I told you for question number 2, so if I see extra information like this, there is enclosed within 2 commas. So the words like mine over here is called extra information that is not necessary for me to identify the subject uncle, the main subject uncle, which is singular subject. So let me just highlight this as well. So this answer is going to be singular subject verb agreement, and not only that, because of the words every night, I know that this is a habitual action of the uncle, and so it's going to be in present tense, and answer is number 2. All right. Answer is number 2. His uncle, like mine, which is extra information, cancel out, always enjoys reading for pleasure every night. For the word over here, always, do you know what word class this word always is? So this is actually an adverb to show frequency. You have to also remember that for usually for subject verb agreement questions, for this word always, right, in this case, in this particular case, always will not affect the answer, so you don't have to worry about always too. All right. Okay, so for question number 4, either or, neither nor questions, they are still very popular in P5 grammar MCQ, so please make sure that you really know, you can really remember the grammar rule for either or, and also neither nor. For question number 4, I'm only going to look either or. Actually, also for neither nor, I will only look at the second subject. So I'm looking at the word bag, I'm looking at the word pencils, because I'm referring to the second subject, or actually in other in some we can also, in other words, we also say that it is the subject that is nearer to the blank. So the blank is over here, right, which is nearer to the blank. We only look at pencils. So allow me to highlight to tell you that we only look at the word pencils. We don't look at the bag, so we only look at pencils. And the fact that pencils is plural, is in plural form, is pencils, many pencils, plural, so the answer will be number 1. So either the bag or the pencils belong to Ben, so the answer is number 1. All right, so let me just write it down. And for question number 5, neither the boys nor the small girl blank allowed to eat last night. I am going to use my highlighter now and highlight the words last night, because this will tell me that this entire question is asked in the past tense. And I'm going to highlight, if you still remember the rule that I said for question number 4, it is actually the second subject, or in other words, we also say it is the subject that is nearer to the blank. So either way, I hope this helps you to, you should remember either way to help you to get the correct answer. So the small girl, there's only one person is singular, so it should be singular SVA, subject verb agreement. And however, because of the fact that it is a past tense, this question is asked in the past tense, so your answer will be was allowed to eat last night. All right, option number 3 is your answer. Okay. All right, so this, now let me move on to question number 6 now. Question number 6, usually summer blank once a year. So we are talking about the 4 seasons in a year: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. The word usually, it is an adverb, and the word usually, it won't affect the answer in a way. Actually, I'm going to highlight the words once a year. So this is definitely a timeless present tense question. We call it timeless present tense. Madam Chair, shall not attempt to write timeless present tense with my mouse. I'm sure it's going to be very untidy. Okay, let me just change it to blue ink. Yeah, indeed, my handwriting is horrible, so I have decided not to continue writing. I'm just going to tell you it's called timeless present tense. If you do know how to spell, it's a good idea for you to still write down it's timeless present tense. So usually, like scientific facts, these kinds of questions, we use present tense, and hence is going to be occurs once a year. Occurs means happens once a year. Answer is number 2. All right. Do also use your highlighter to highlight the word summer, because I am only talking about one season. I'm only talking about one season. I'm not talking about other seasons. All right. So only one season. That's all. So please highlight. Oh, I do apologize for that. Yeah. So please highlight the word summer only. Question number 7. The troops of dancers are blank waiting for their turn to impress the judges. This question is quite interesting because I do see the collective, the collective noun troop is used, but interestingly, they actually use it. One troop of dancers refers to one group of dancers, but over here, did you notice that is actually troops of dancers? So if I have troops of dancers, it means that it is not just only one group of dancers. I actually have many groups of dancers waiting for their turn to impress the judges. So hence the answer over here, it must be in plural SBA. So do use your blue pen to write plural SBA if you can. Like what I said, it is quite impossible for me to write plural SBA very neatly, but I'm trying my very best using my mouse to write. There you go. All right, so the troops of dancers blank waiting for their turn to impress the judges. So it will be are waiting for their turn to impress the judges. This question is a little bit strange because I see options 1 and 2 is auxiliary verbs, but options 3 and 4 is suddenly changes to modals. So usually they try to give you the same word class. So you will have 4 distractors of your 4 options all given to you, like all in auxiliary verbs, or perhaps 4 of them they're all in modal form. So this is quite strange, but nevertheless, the answer is number 2. All right. Okay. How about question number 8? The couple blank at the gymnasium with their children yesterday. So let's get our highlighter ready. And yes, we should be highlighting yesterday, and that will tell us that this question we need past tense for this question. And so your answer must be option number 3, clear cut past tense. Okay. Yeah. So option number 3. Oh. Okay, there you go. All right, so the next question, for this page, question 6, 7, and 8, the answers are 2, 2, 3, respectively. All right, now let's move on to the last 2 questions. All of us but Jane blank at the cinema last week. So let's take out our highlighter once again and highlight the words last week. This will tell us that this is in past tense. Right, and for this question, we are only looking at all of us, so I strongly recommend that you use your highlighter to highlight all of us. We are not focusing on Jane, so all of us is plural, so the answer over here will be plural. We need plural subject verb agreement for this question, and the answer will be option number 4. So all of us but Jane, so we are only looking at all of us, plural, so answer will be were at the cinema last week. All right. Okay, last but not least, question number 10. So if you recall just now earlier on, I had told you that for extra information within the 2 commas and close within the 2 commas, now in this case it is together with her friends. We are not going to look at it. We call this extra information. At the same time, we are also going to use our highlighter to highlight every week. So this is also another habitual action. And this habitual action is only Jane's habitual action. So Jane is one person, so that will be singular subject verb agreement. So you can say the answer is actually Jane attends the lecture every week. All right, so answer for question number 10 is actually option number 2. So option number 2, let me write down option number 2. Okay, so please make sure that you have used a red pen to mark your answers. So what I mean is something like this. A small little tick here will do. All right, to mark your answers, you have done your corrections. You have also highlighted the necessary keywords. So if everyone is good, I shall end the video now, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye everyone.